Okay, so here are all the ingredients that I am using for this keto beef stew. Here is some chuck roast steaks, celery, a red onion, some kale, some cauliflower, olive oil, and some beef broth. And then here are the spices, and I'll go over those later. So I'm first going to start by cutting up 3 to 4 celery stalks. And next I am pulling off the kale off the stems. The stems are pretty chewy. I really wanted to do Napa cabbage in this stew, but my grocery store did not have any, so I thought that I wanted to use kale, but you'll see that I changed that soon. And here cutting up some fresh rosemary, which, you guys, I love rosemary in almost any dish. And now cutting up the chuck roast. You want to use a fattier piece of meat, which is a win-win for keto because that's the type of meat you try to eat on keto anyways. But yeah, you want to have a more tender type of meat. And so that is why I went with the chuck roast here. Okay, so now I have everything prepared. I'm going to go ahead and get my Instant Pot turned on. You'll see here I'm going to turn it on the saute mode where I will brown the meat, the onions, and the celery. And now that I get the olive oil warming up, let's go ahead and talk about the spices. So we're going to use some salt and pepper, some garlic powder, some oregano leaves, some basil leaves, some chili powder, crushed red pepper flakes, ground cumin, some thyme leaves, and then the fresh rosemary that I chopped up earlier. So now that the Instant Pot is warmed up, I'm going to go ahead and add half of the meat. I don't want to overcrowd the pan, so I'm going to go ahead and add half, and then I'll add the onions and the seasoning and just get those nice and browned up. I'll take that batch out and then add the second half and repeat these steps. Each time I'll add layers of the spices. And I'm bad, I don't have any measurements. I honestly just kind of use the palm of my hand, as you can see, and just add the spices as I go, and it usually turns out pretty good. So now, like I said, I'm taking out this first batch, and then I'm going to repeat the process and cook the second batch of meat, onions, and celery. Okay, and now combining the two batches together, and then I'll go ahead and add the other vegetables that I have. Here I'm using cauliflower, which is a great substitute for potatoes. And this bag did have a few carrots in it, which you cannot have carrots on keto, but my family members are not on keto, so those carrots are for them. And here I'm adding the 2 cartons of beef broth just so that it covers the vegetables. I'm adding a few extra spices like cumin, just because I love the taste of cumin. And here I'm gonna turn the soup broth button on, and I'm gonna move this time up to 15 minutes. And on your Instant Pot, you wanna make sure that you're sealing is on. As you see here, the mode sealing is on. You don't want it on venting. And now I'll just go ahead and wait for this to cook. And this is where I made the decision. I just decided I wanted to keep it simple and not add the kale in there. And as you see, I'm gonna cut up some avocados and add it at the end. I will go ahead and use that kale for another recipe, and I'm showing you there, that is when you can open up your Instapot, is when that little button is down. You don't ever want to open it before that button is down. You could burn yourself. And here are our bowls of soup. This is mine, and this is my husband's. As you can see, there's a carrot in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some shredded pepper jack cheese, which made it so yummy, with some avocados on the top. And you guys, this was so good. I mean, I've made similar soups before, but this is my first time making a stew in my Instapot. And my husband loved it. He just kept eating this soup over and over again. He was happy to have leftovers the next day. So I hope you guys give this a try. Let me know if you do. And if you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up so I know you like these type of videos. And next, I will be sharing a few more recipes that I'm doing this week, which is an egg salad and a tuna salad. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming up this week. And as always, I will always come out with a cleaning video weekly as well. And if you are new here, I sure would love to have you stick around and subscribe. So please hit that red subscribe button before leaving. Turn on the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload. All right, guys, I'll be back soon. Bye.